Thank you, Alejandro. Yes, we are indeed with a very happy victor of today's final round, Aram Hakobyan, representing Webster University. Aram, welcome back to the show. Yesterday, unfortunately, a big loss for you. It felt like you were playing for a victory in this event. Unfortunately, you were sidetracked by that loss, but now you bounced back with a clean victory. How does that feel? How do you assess your tournament also?
Well, it feels, of course, great to finish the tournament with the victory. To be honest, I was not really in a fighting mood today. But, well, he played c5 first move, so I was like, okay, let's go for it. And, I mean, the tournament, of course, I was expecting more. I mean, I wanted to win the tournament, but I was not in my best physical shape, and I was tired, like, probably from round 5, I was not playing a good chess at all, but I was still doing fine. Yeah, I was making draws, but I was not happy with my play at all. But I think today I played a decent game, more or less, so I'm quite happy about it. Yeah.
Did you neglect the physical preparation before the event? Why do you say that you were feeling a bit tired?
Well, I didn't do sports as much as I had to. Yeah.
Understood. Let's go through the game and actually see how you punished, let's say, your opponent in this final round, Alejandro.
Yeah, it felt like he was also in a fighting mood, and he really played this. I always felt this was dubious, this straight up dubious, to force white to take on f6 in this position.
Well,
I know it's played.
Yeah, I think h6 was played by Kasparov against Ivanchuk.
Of course, with the queen on h8, right? I actually have this game up here, and just to show, I think that actually works. Just to show the audience of what can happen.
I'm not sure if I was following the exact game, but I could remember the ideas, so I was doing pretty much the same.
Yeah, and this is the Ivanchuk game where this always caused a great impression on me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't remember the king h1 stuff, yeah.
Yeah, because it's very similar to your game, right? And it always made an impression to me that Kasparov lost with a queen on h8 at some point.
Right, yeah.
Because he never does this. I mean, this is the game Ivanchuk-Kasparov. I always felt this line cannot be good. If a player like Kasparov is forced to make the move queen h8 at some point. This was a brilliant, brilliant win by Ivanchuk. Let me make sure that I didn't mess up the entire setup. Yeah, I did not. Amazing.
You didn't. Impressive, Alejandro.
Professional commentator.
Yeah, so I was quite happy to see h6. I was just trying to remember how the game went. So
yes. we got slightly off track, but it also feels that your bind was very strong, that you were playing very well.
Well, yeah, actually when I played b5, he was quite surprised. So at that point I realized that he didn't see that game, or he just forgot. Because b5 is actually a very strong move. Yeah, you give the c5 square, but the main idea in this position that, yeah, after queen c7, knight d2, queen c5 I think he played, queen d3. Let's say if he goes b6, and I go knight d1, I think, the best move. And then my idea is to go knight e3 and knight b3, and then sacrifice with c5 and put my knight on c4. And this is just deadly, lost. But bishop d8 was an interesting try. I think his best chance was to go rook g8 first. Because now if I go knight d1, maybe he has bishop d8 here. So I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But obviously, even after rook g8, I'm still the one who is pushing, yeah?
Yeah.
So he played bishop d8. I'm not sure if he saw e5. I don't know, but
probably didn't see the e5.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a cool move.
Yeah, it is a cool move, but it's kind of hard for me to believe that he missed e5.
Yeah, this clear and sacrifice with the knight arriving on e4 is just going to be so deadly.
What was his body language?
I couldn't tell.
Anything into that?
Hans is always sitting very confidently, so it's hard to say, you know. But I think he was planning to go d5, but d5 is pretty bad because, I mean, I can probably even go knight e4 or rook a d1.
Yeah, but this looks good.
Yeah, it's just, then the queen e5, I think rook d1. I mean, I'm not sure if this was working, but probably it's not actually.
Yeah, because rook c7.
b6. No, rook 7 b6, but maybe he has castle.
Oh, castle in this position.
Yeah, and if I take bishop c7, but
yeah, starts getting a little messier than you would
like. Yeah, I mean,
like.
okay, after d5 I can just go rook d1, and it's just terrible position. I think.
Keep it simple. Yeah, this looks very bad. He plays f5. Actually, the engine thought it was the best move.
Yeah, probably it was, yes.
He takes bishop f6, rook d1, and we don't really care about this dubious. It feels like you have such a strong advantage in this position.
No, I was sure that I'm not playing the best moves. That's the thing. Yeah, especially here, I think queen f3 was immediately better.
Queen f3 here.
And if, let's say b6, and I go queen f4, and now I want to go queen h4, and you know I control these squares, e7, and knight f6 check is coming, and probably has to go queen d4 here as well. But it's the better version what I got in the game.
Oh, what you got in the game was pretty good.
Yeah.
It just feels like you have a very consistent bind for the rest of the game, no matter what he does.
Right.
And
I think he did not play the best way. He had to go bishop c8, I think, instead of bishop c3.
All the way back here?
No, I mean bishop c3 was correct.
Uh-huh.
And rook e3, bishop b4, I think was also fine. Knight f3. Maybe here he has to go bishop c8.
Here in this position.
Yeah. And rook d3 and bishop b7.
That's pretty bad, though.
And then you attack my rook with bishop e4, so it was kind of annoying still.
Do I?
But
okay.
yeah, I mean, of course, it's
Yeah,
somehow has to be winning.
It looks
Takes
clean
on d3.
I take on d3. Ah, yeah. This
Who
is
is pushing?
Yeah. This is not clean at all. Because d6 hangs at the
Maybe
end.
rook d4 instead of...
And bishop c5.
And now I'm just planning on giving you my rook, if possible. I don't know if that's possible or not.
Maybe with d7, yeah.
Yeah, d7, you're gonna pick up my rook. The problem is that you also have some ideas of f6 at some point, which are kind of annoying.
Which is funny thing is I don't know if they work.
Yeah,
knight takes e6.
I know we're getting
Yeah,
carried away, but this is a check.
Right.
right. Also, knight c6 works there.
Knight c6 here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this should also work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is winning.
Yeah, probably you are right. This is the way, yeah. But it was still, I mean, the way how he played was, I mean, just, it was kind of easy for me to win.
Doesn't give himself any counter chances.
Yeah.
But it was very picturesque. I particularly liked this last little detail at the end of, why is this so bad? Well, nobody cares.
Well, rook c5 wins, that's why.
Oh, rook c5 was just...
Yeah, I just repeated to get
yeah.
the 40 move 40, you know.
Yeah. No, but I really like this move, f4. I thought it was very cute. And
So, yeah, if he takes on f4, yeah, rook d7 wins.
rook d7 wins. Yeah, we're calculating
C2.
knight c5, but this also probably
Yeah,
wins.
c2, rook c1, rook d4, rook c7. It's kind of a cute way to win.
King f2, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here again, the importance of the left. You could take on c7, doesn't matter, I'll promote
Yes.
a pawn. But this is just hopeless because the rook defends the queen in the square. Well, Aram, how do you assess your tournament overall? I'm sure that you had ups and downs. You said that you had prepared quite a bit for this event, and you are a surging player. You've done amazing in many tournaments in the recent past, crossing that 2600. How do you feel the performance here was?
Well, it was, I guess, overall not bad because I gained some rating. I finished +1, and many good players didn't even get that +1. But obviously, I want more. So I hope in the next event I would do better.
You have a lot of fans both here as well as in your home country of Armenia. What's next for you in terms of events?
Next, I don't really know, but I might play the American Cup Bliss tournament.
Okay.
I'm really excited for that one.
I will remind you have a tournament before that on April 2nd
All
and
right.
3rd.
One Final Four. Yes. Don't remind him about that.
Maybe he'll forget and not show up. I'm okay with that.
Well, it was a pleasure seeing you play all your amazing games. We're looking forward to commentate on your games potentially at the American Cup.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Aram, for showing us some fantastic chess. Certainly a surging player, and it's always good to see talent come here to St. Louis, whether it is to St. Louis University or to Webster University. We have a lot of collegiate players here that are just showing us the best that